Hello. All right. Let's do the thing where we do the thing. Gotta get it. Ooh, ooh. Do, 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 do. No, 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 no. Okay. Hi. Welcome. Welcome. All right, where's my... There we go. Is it too dark? Hi! I thought daylight might be good enough, but maybe I do need some ring light action. Hi. Okay, I'm gonna bring myself in. Watch your ears if you're wearing a headpiece. Headpiece. Do 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 do. Oh, body count absolutely matters to losers. I don't deny that for a second. Losers are controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, PP obsessed, but we don't pick losers. So since we reject you because we've identified you as the loser to reject, meaning you don't exist, meaning what you think doesn't matter, it still doesn't matter. See how that works? See how that works? You won't get us. You won't get us. I don't like the moose. Yeah, you won't get access. You don't get access. You get blocked. You get removed because you're not up for consideration, because you're a failure to meet our preferences, because we didn't write controlling, stuck in the past, insecure, PP obsessed. So what you like or don't like is irrelevant because you're rejected on sight. At the first sign of your dysfunction, controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, PP obsessed, at the first sign, you get blocked. So what you like, what you want, doesn't matter because your existence doesn't matter because your mindset has you getting rejected. Enjoy your solitude. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Alexis.
Alexis, what topic are you here for?
I just wanted to understand your opinion more because like I thought for me body count is just a preference. I mean,
We don't
that's
care
it.
about your preference.
Right. Okay.
Right? So does your preference matter more than mine? Yes or no?
No, it doesn't matter more than yours.
No, right. So women are not asking males, what do you want? So they can take you and fit themselves around you and ignore themselves, ignore their desire for somebody who understands autonomy, ignore their desire for somebody who displays confidence, ignore their desire for somebody who stays grounded in the present instead of going in their imagination over things that aren't currently happening, or ignore their desire for somebody who's honest about their sexuality instead of coming from a culture that says, you're not allowed to like boys when you're a boy. That's a sin. That's wrong. Our culture says you can't do that. So we have males from certain certain cultures who aren't gay, but they have to choose a woman because their culture demands one man, one woman. So they choose a woman to fit with their culture, only to go cheat on her in bushes and bathrooms with boys, bringing home diseases that put her life at risk. A woman is not going to ignore her own preferences for males displaying controlling insecurity stuck in the past, PP obsession. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
So when it comes to body count, a woman says, if you're going to make who I did before you about you, I didn't write egotistical on my list of preferences. So she should delete him, right?
Yes.
Yes. So body count doesn't matter because a person who stands confidently in the present assesses current behaviors, characteristics, and personality. They don't shove a person aside and go, enough about you, tell me who you did. That's not standing confidently in the present.
Yes, I agree with that too. Okay. Yeah, great points. Great points.
When I host this as a debate topic, which you showed curiosity, so we went into curiosity instead of debating. When people come here and they say they want to debate this, I say this is a facts over feelings debate, not an individualized debate, because everybody gets to pick who they want to pick. And what us women are rejecting are males stomping around trying to tell us they controlled our bodies before they met us. So when people come here and they come for the debate, I say that we can do this in a factual or scientific way only, but I'm here to listen to you talk about you because I'm not here to listen to ego, dysfunction, or indoctrination. And then I say, I have 3 facts because it's facts or science. I don't pretend there's a science. Now, I've had this up since August 2024, and anybody who comes here trying to speak of a statistic, most men want, women, this happens to women, pair bonding, divorce rates, yada, yada, yada. I go, I need 4 pieces of information to prove what you're saying is not a lie. So title of the peer-reviewed study where you read the statistic, website the study is on, page number, paragraph number. Since August 2024, nobody's brought 4 pieces of a scientific study that says consensual safe sex, because by the way, not only do we observe behaviors, we ask for testing before getting physical. No one's been able to say with 4 pieces of information to prove somebody other than them or another liar said that. No one's been able to bring that consensual safe sex has a negative effect. So I don't pretend there's a science because there isn't one. Although I've had a lot of people say, I'll come back with the 4 pieces and never come back. But my 3 facts are this. Do you want to hear them?
Yes.
So would you agree it's a fact that a woman looking for a long-term relationship, wanting somebody with all these qualities, no less, and by the way, our number 1 relationship rule is it's not fair to ask for anything you're not willing to do first. So the list is a self-definition to know what we deserve. So if a woman was looking for a long-term relationship, would you agree it is a fact that if she wanted all these qualities, no less, she would need to observe someone over time to make sure they have all these qualities before committing? Yes or no?
Yes.
And if a man wanted a long-term relationship, didn't want to settle for less than what he brings to the table, would he need to observe someone over time to make sure they have all these qualities? Yes or no?
Yes.
And if somebody wanted to know if the other person has an STD or STI before getting physical, do they need to ask the person to go to the doctor, get tested, get the test results, and show the test results? Yes or no?
Yes.
So logical people who stick to facts don't ask for a number to find out this. They ask for test results. They don't ask for a number to find out personality, because would you agree somebody with a low body count could be dishonest?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I've dated a lot of women, and even if they are with low body counts, they have shown infidelity. So I agree.
100%. And I pull this card when somebody tries to tell me low body count equals loyalty. I'll go, hey, chat, hands up if you've ever been cheated on by somebody with a low body count. Tons of hands go up. So somebody with a low body count could be dishonest. They could be disrespectful. They could be lazy. They could be irresponsible. If I want this whole list, asking somebody for a number, no matter what I hear, even if it's 0, it still doesn't tell me that's the person I want to commit to, because I'm logical. And I know that a shitty personality comes in all numbers, and a wonderful personality comes in all numbers.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I agree with you.
Yeah. So our dating strategy is observation before selection. So a corporate model of not giving benefits for minimum 3 months. The benefits in dating is kissing, sex, sleepovers, exclusivity. No benefits, minimum 3 months. Observation to see who you're going to be. And the 3 months is based on science. That's why corporations use it before giving medical and dental benefits. They say, good job on your resume, good job at that interview, but I don't take what you say at face value. When you say, trust me, bro, I'm everything you're looking for. Yeah, noted. I heard that. Now let's see if what you're saying is the truth about yourself.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's just common sense.
Body count doesn't matter. No matter how many people you did or did not do, when you're ready for a long-term relationship, observation before selection.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you. Actually, that really, that made me more like aware and more just like understanding of like perspective and like, you're right. It's just the person. It's not really their past, and like if they have the right way of thinking, like it'll show and you'll see it. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So, do you want me to teach you how it's manipulation and control to say body count matters?
I have like an idea. Like I think you were like talking about like confidence, right? But I mean, actually, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Because I have a way, right? All right.
Sure.
Yeah. So for this one here, what I do is what I call a thought exercise. So I'm going to ask you a series of rapid fire questions. You're going to give me a quick yes or no answer at the end of each question. The most logical answer is your quick yes or no. As soon as I get that yes or no, I move on to the next question. We go bop, 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 bop. And in a few questions, I can show you how it's manipulation and control. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
I'm just going to ask you to not move around while we do this because the microphone picks up all the sounds, okay?
Okay.
All right, so here's the first one. Somebody asking what my body count is asking how many people I had sex with in the past before I met them, yes or no?
Yes.
They're asking because they have a number in their head where my answer in relation to that number will give them a negative thought, emotion, reaction towards me if my number is higher, or a positive thought, emotion, reaction towards me if my number is equal or lower. Would you agree, yes or no?
Yes.
Would you agree that human beings tend to seek pleasure and avoid pain?
Yes.
Would you agree that the person asking what my body count is not seeking to hear that higher number?
Yes.
And that's where the manipulation and control comes in. Instead of that person addressing their emotional triggers over their imagination when they think about something that's not currently happening in the present, instead of them taking accountability for their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, they choose to stomp around the internet telling women body count definitely matters because they want to convince women to say no to sexual opportunities that would teach them more about their body, would teach them more about their curiosities and that kink they want to try, would teach them more about their sexuality, or just for fun sex, because why not in this moment? It would be a good time and it would be safe. Women should say no, 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 so that when she meets this male, he automatically hears that lower number without having to do any work on himself to take accountability for his own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's well said. Yes. That's like, it's just you're being very like surgical about it, and I respect that.
Yes. Yeah. So what I teach here is logic. I'm going to show you something. So these are all the books that I wrote. If you Google who is Canada's best dating coach, you're probably going to see me. So what I teach is logic, logically choosing a long-term relationship so that you choose the person who loves you more than dysfunction. And then using logic in that relationship so that you are choosing functional behaviors. When you have a household that has no fighting because we chose somebody who will not resort to chaos. We chose somebody who will not choose abusive behaviors. There's no arguing because we didn't choose somebody we need to change. Instead, we took the time to fully figure someone out, and we picked somebody who's 100% what we're looking for, not 99, right? Compassionate. He's missing compassion, and I'm crying because he lacks compassion for me and things that are important to me. Instead of me trying to change that, why don't we go to therapy? Why don't you try to change? Why don't you do this journaling and read this book? No, I'm not going to argue and try to change somebody. I'm just not going to pick that person, but pick the one who is everything I'm looking for. So I'm not trying to change them. So there's no fighting, there's no chaos, there's no arguing, trying to change somebody because you don't accept that they're lazy and irresponsible and you're trying to change that. There's no fighting, there's no arguing. Minimum 2 kisses a day and minimum 5 seconds each. For the same reason, no kissing for 3 months, because those chemicals are aphrodisiacs, amphetamines, and antidepressants. I'm not going to drug myself and pick a loser, but when I pick the winner, we're going to make out several times a day. I promise you that. In this household that has a foundation of friendship, respect, shared goals and timelines, appreciation of each other's efforts, ability to communicate and solve things together, if we bring children in that house, imagine what they witness: partnership, friendship, love, laughter, appreciation, no abuse, no chaos. Monkey see, monkey do means those children, when they pick a partner, will not be abusive, will never tolerate abusive people. In one generation, we change the next one.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah, I'll check you out. Yeah, like you really know what you're doing.
If you are looking for a relationship as a man, I teach the men to find the women. I teach the women to find the men. Women will no longer be in a relationship where they complain he's such an asshole, he did it again. You should hear how I talk about my husband. He's an incredible man, by the way. So I teach the men to find the women. I teach the women to find the men. And then in that relationship, I teach you both how to take responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and how to use proper communication and conflict resolution tools.
Awesome. Wow, like that's really, you're really an expert on this.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it was nice to hear you, Chantel. Thank you for the insights. Thank you for helping me, navigate life better and, like not just have like a one side perspective. Like I really enjoyed this and like I really, took a lot from it.
I enjoyed you. Do you know why? Let me show you. Let me show you. You showed amazing communication skills. I felt very heard. You had an open mind. You absorbed the information that I gave you. You very much understood the words coming out of my mouth because you respect me and what I say.
Wow. Yeah, you clocked me. Yeah, that's like, yeah, I try to be very, very mindful and open. Yeah. Like I appreciate that. And you gave that to me too. I got that feeling, like you answered my questions. You were there. There was no hostility. Yeah. And you respected me too. Yeah. So yeah, same back to you.
I appreciate you. Come back anytime, okay?
Yep, of course. And for sure, I'll give you a follow.
Yes, I'll follow you back.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good one, my love.
Yep, you too.
Bye. All right, let's clean house. Let's get rid of some losers who don't like good men. Let's get rid of some losers who don't like happy people. Let's get rid of some losers who don't like functionality. Watch this, ladies. Block, delete, cleanse, remove. Do you know why we do that? Because women don't waste their time keeping losers in their environment. Because women have standards. Watch this. Watch them disappear, ladies. They want to let you know how hard they like to lose her, right? We just get rid of them. We throw them out to the curb to be picked up by the garbage man. We squitch the ants and we sweep them away, but we don't think about them. We don't care. They can want what they want. They can go where they want to go, pick who they want to pick. It won't be us because we don't pick toxic males. Thank you, my love. Okay, watch. Nobody makes rules. We don't care. If it goes both ways. That's just another control tactic, by the way. If it goes both ways, no. You turning your rejections into a flex that you try to impose on other people. I got so rejected, I got a low body count. You better not surpass me. If he's concerned about you having more than him, doing more than him, getting more than him, get rid of him because that jealousy is toxic. Hi, what's your name?
Oh, my name's Anthony,
Anthony,
and
what's
personally,
up?
I agree with you.
Okay. You
Yeah.
agree that body count doesn't matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts?
No, it just means that she's more experienced, you know.
Listen, my husband had a body count of 2 before me. He was the best lover I've ever had, and I have a high body count, meaning a lot of comparison points. So having a low body count doesn't mean less experience, because what makes a person a good lover is not how many people you are with. It's, do they listen when you talk to understand what you want? Do they respect your body the way you want them to? Do they put work ethic and conscientiousness into pleasing you, meaning they work at it until they get the job done, and they'll do a good job when they're doing it?
When you know what, you actually are speaking some facts right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never about the number. Listen, you can be with somebody with a high body count and they don't care about your pleasure. They just lay there like a dead fish. They don't do anything for you. And that can go both ways. It can be a male who doesn't do much for a woman because he doesn't care to push her buttons, doesn't care to work on her body until she has her big O.
I can just imagine that.
And you can have somebody with a low body count, like my husband, who gets the job done, works at it until it's done.
You and your husband happy?
20 years, my love. Made out with him this morning. Gonna make out with him some more when he gets home.
What else are you gonna do?
Oh, well, it's Saturday afternoon, so it's scheduled time. Because we're in our 50s now, so. But, we've been together for 20 years. When we first got together, it was 3 times a day, if you know what I mean.
50, and you're still going at it? Wow. That is very plausible.
Okay, do you
That's
see this
awesome.
face? Do you see this face?
Yeah.
53 years old. I don't Botox. Okay, I don't Botox. I don't have any fillers in, but this is the face of happiness, because cortisol and adrenaline are fight or flight chemicals. Those literally erode your cell membranes. Those age you faster. I have no stress in my relationship because I practice what I preach. I took time before selecting him for a long-term partner to make sure I was picking the right person. And I work on myself in this relationship to ensure I'm being a functional partner. So we don't fight, we don't argue. We just have a lot of love and acceptance.
I'm really jealous right now.
Follow my lead. This is why I do what I do. I can teach you how to pick somebody who loves you more than dysfunction. I can teach you how to be functional in that relationship so that, like me, you have a happy, healthy relationship.
You know what? I see it.
Yeah. Just like I teach women, right? We're not going to pick somebody we complain about. He's such an asshole. He did it again. We're going to pick somebody we admire. He's so amazing. He's such a good man. Look at him go. And then when we pick you, we're going to make sure we're not vomiting dysfunction on you. We're going to make sure if something happens in our head, we shut our lips and we figure it out, because we're not going to make you suffer.
Wow. You know what? I'm going to follow you.
I'll follow you back.
All right. You have a good one, Preach.
You too. Come back anytime, okay? I love you back. What a nice young man. So many requests. Mr. Dio.
Hey,
Hello.
how was your day? I'm gonna
Um,
start it like that.
Hi, amazing. What's your name?
My name is Max, and my opinion on this is that I think it's purely I feel like it's purely situational, in
No,
my
and
opinion.
no. Actually, when you use logic, there's no situation under which it is ever okay to be controlling. Anytime you're saying, what's your body count? Because I told myself I made up a rule for you to follow before you met me. I told myself there's a certain number of people you could be with before you met me. Now, here's the question that people would kind of be ignoring when they say situational. The question is, at what number of consensual past sexual encounters, at what number of encounters do you reject the person who's everything you're looking for? And don't forget, loyal, trustworthy, honest, respectful. And there's going to be impulse control on this as well. At what number are you rejecting the person standing in front of you who's everything you're looking for?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but
I'm asking
when is
what
it
the number. No, 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 no.
shouldn't
What's
we
the
put
number?
age in this?
What's the number of past consensual partners where you're dumb enough to reject the person who's everything you're looking for? Is there a number where you hit that dumbness?
Yes,
What's the number?
they're obviously not what I'm looking for
No, no,
if
no. What's
they
the number? What's the number of past consensual partners where you
okay, but
reject
you're
the
not putting
person?
age into this.
Where you, can you answer the question? Where you reject the person
I'm
who's
trying
everything?
to. I'm
What's
gonna
the
answer. I
number?
just
Throw
need
the number. I want to hear the number, not yap yap yap.
for my age, I'm 19. So it gets to a point. I'm so
What's
young.
the
Why
number?
aren't we
Yap yap
putting age?
yap. Yap
Why aren't
yap
we talking
yap.
about age?
Yap yap yap. What's the number?
If my partner has more
You're not a
age,
partner. You're not
I'm
a partner. She decides that, not you. What's the number?
like 5.
There you go. Okay,
It's at
thank
my
you.
age.
Yeah, I don't,
What are
we
we
don't
talking
care.
about?
By the way, this is a debate. I'm really not here to listen to you talk about yourself. I just wanted to know at what number you were dumb enough to reject the person who's everything you're looking for. So do you see, ladies, how these males who say body count matters lack logic? You can be everything. You can be honest and respectful and loyal and trustworthy, patient, have impulse control, and they will demean you. They will put you down because they'll make you about a number, not about your personality and character. Okay? These little baby boys are upset. I don't listen to little baby boys, right? Age matters. What the fuck? Goodbye. We don't talk to you. We don't care about you. What matters to you does not matter to logical people. We delete you. We block you. We remove you. Okay? Don't talk to us about what you want. We don't care. And if you dare talk to us about what you want, we'll remove you because we don't care. Look at this loser. Disappear, ladies. Watch, block, delete. See? We don't care what they say. We don't care what they want. We remove them. He says narcissist because we don't talk to losers. Isn't that funny, ladies? They'll call you names when you have standards and you don't entertain losers. No, 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 no. Every guy, right, ladies? That's what he would do if he had a vajayjay. That's what he says. Every guy. He would do every guy if he could. Oh, bet you won't add me on? Hiding behind a girl face? Bye. Bye. Ladies, it's really funny when losers try to convince you to keep them around. It's really funny, but they don't control our environment. We do. They don't control our selection. We do. They don't control our preferences. We do. They don't control if they spend time with us. We do. They don't control who talks to us. We do. They don't control our past, our bodies, our sexuality, our autonomy. We do. So it's really funny to watch them flail around in my comment section trying to convince us what they say matters, what they want matters. It doesn't, because who they are doesn't matter when we don't select them. Go ahead and mute them at will, by the way, because we don't listen to losers. We don't give losers time. We eliminate them, we delete them, we remove them, but entertain them or tolerate them? No. And if they want to be educated and helped, they can go pay for the service like therapy or coaching or schooling, but we don't bother with them. We block and delete them and we move on. By the way, you can get my books in the link in my bio. Get the paperbacks on Amazon, get ebook bundle deals, get your audiobooks. I'm going to do a book walkthrough. I'm going to start with the free book. You can get the free book in the link in my bio. This is the free book button. No, just being loosey-goosey does. So the free book is how to identify and get rid of posers, losers, scammers, and predators. So grab the free book if you don't have it yet. You might be watching me and realizing you need to dump or divorce somebody because you keep saying it's such an asshole. He did it again. So make sure you get rid of that loser. You block, you delete them, you remove them, you divorce them, you break up with them, you never talk to them anymore. And use Comeback Queen to heal faster from the pain of the breakup. And then use No More Assholes to make sure you never pick another loser again. So No More Assholes is your dating strategy using observation before selection. No more mistakes equals no more suffering. So if you're going to pick a long-term partner, pick the person you're going to get when you use my methodology. Somebody you don't need to change. Somebody who's not toxic or abusive. So No More Assholes in English, No More Assholes in Spanish. This is also an audiobook. You can get that in the link in my bio. And No More Assholes also has a workbook that you can get on Amazon as well. Men who want to heal faster from a breakup or divorce and select the right long-term partner, get yourself a copy of The Perfect Play. When you start a relationship, you want a zero-fight relationship. So use Fix That Shit to learn communication and conflict resolution. Fix That Shit for women and Fix That Shit for men. Fix That Shit for women is also an audiobook, and the Fix That Shit books also have a workbook with bonus material. So give yourself the gift of peace this year, you guys. Give yourself the gift of no more abuse. Give yourself the gift of happiness. The Glow Up Journal, if you've ever been abused, make sure you do this because abusive people require you have low self-esteem in order to abuse you. This is a 60-day guided journey of activities that are going to biohack you and elevate your confidence and self-esteem at an expedited pace. So if you want to make sure you are never abused again, do this 60-day journey. You can do this in the book, paperback on Amazon, or do the digital version in the link in my bio, where you get an email a day for 60 days. Now, you need Dating 101 for any teens that you know, because now that you know better, because you're educated, predators are looking for people who don't know better. That's why they want you to have a low body count. No comparison points means you're uneducated on who's better and who's worse. So make sure you educate your teens. Teach them how to recognize manipulation, coercion, know what attraction is, so they're not fooled by their own biological bodies into being taken advantage of. So this is what we should have read as sex ed in high school. Get this for any teens you know. Evolution Revolution, ladies, what are we doing? We are evolving away from patriarchy into matriarchy, because patriarchy destroys, matriarchy builds. We're not waiting for politicians or lawmakers. We are enacting matriarchy today, right here, right now. This is the why, this is the how. Custom Made is career coaching. You want to be like mama and get paid doing what you love. This is a two-parter. This is going to help you identify your purpose, passion, and talent, and then monetize it. This is a workbook. There's 2 writing exercises at the end of every chapter. After the first kiss helps you when you start a brand new relationship. Make sure your first year together is rock solid. And say yes to goodness. 10 steps for a complete happy you to help you evolve your happiness even further. This is 10 areas that affect you mentally and emotionally and how you need to approach them to ensure your own mental health and emotional well-being. So use the buttons in the link in my bio for those paperbacks on Amazon, ebook bundle deals, and your audiobooks. Yes, this fix your love life. Love that. Love that. There we go. Bye, loser. Watch. Block. Delete. Cleanse. Remove. Books are so worth it. Thank you, my love. Oh, liars disappear, right? Watch this. Block. Delete. I remove liars. Liars don't get to speak on my page. We always get rid of liars, people who attempt fear-mongering, lies, fear-mongering, disinformation, instant removal. We don't entertain those kinds of people. Oops. Hi, what's your name?
The ugly.
Hi, I'll give you one more chance. So hi, what's your name?
Oh, Jonathan. I didn't know if you was talking about my real name. My
Hi,
apologies.
Jonathan. What topic are you here for?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I said, what topic are you? First of all,
The
before
body count
thank you,
doesn't matter. My
thank you, thank you,
your
thank you.
rules, your
Listen,
rules, your rules.
simple answers,
Yes, ma'am.
simple answers to simple questions, and we'll have an intelligent conversation. So this is my debate topic. It's a facts over feelings debate, not an individualized debate. That means I'm not debating you on you, because I'm not here to change you. You're allowed to be who you want to be, select who you want to select, and I'm not here to change your mind, okay?
Well, you already you. Well, I could drop you. You proved your point to me.
I did.
Yeah,
How?
that was beautiful. That was
What
because
did
you
I
took.
do?
Well, okay, because this is a big phenomenon, this body count thing. And I realized listening to it and listening to everybody's opinion and everybody's take on it, it comes down to individual and preference.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
I don't want to demonize anyone, and then that's what it feel like you're taking up for, to make sure all the women who's being demonized have like a superhero or someone taking up, standing up for them, saying,
It's
"Hey, we're not going to allow them to demonize us."
we're not going to let people diminish us to a number. It's not demonized because who cares, right? Who
Mhm.
cares? But what we're saying is if you think asking me for a number tells you who I am, you're too dumb for me because I use logic and I know that logically, if I want to know who you are, I don't ask you who you did. I just stand in your present, observing your behaviors for minimum 3 months to see your patterns emerge. If you lack impulse control, I'll see that emerge. If you are lazy, I'll see that emerge. If you're disrespectful, I'll see that emerge. And we see it here very quickly, don't we? So I don't need to ask who you did because I'm logical. And if I want to know if you have an STD or STI, asking you a number does not give me that information. So I ask for testing from the doctor because I want facts.
You on my chart? Okay, I can, like, this is the first conversation I had about it with an intelligent person,
Thank you.
and I'm not just trying to kiss up or nothing like that. I'm just,
I know. I
I
know.
like I said, from the guy's aspect. So I'm no longer just looking from my point of view in life anymore. I got to that age where now I understand life is bigger than the main character. So I want to see it from other people's point of view, and all the data that I collected on this particular topic it all breaks down to either someone is reducing, like you said, reducing a person to a number, or it just go against their preference. And that's what I'm
and
starting to understand logically. Like, okay, well, hey, if you don't want a person like that, cool.
yeah,
But what you shouldn't do, because we live in a world where we tear somebody down to build ourselves up. So what you shouldn't do if that person doesn't fit the criteria that you're looking for is to gracefully bow out and just,
yes.
you know,
Yeah. And this
politely.
is why I tell people, if somebody asks you, and I say this to men, I tell women, because the difference between a guy and a man is a man stands confidently in the present. A guy is insecure about past comparison.
Mhm.
So I teach women to pick the man and get rid of the guy. And when I
Ooh,
say
that's
get rid of the
nice.
guy, I just mean an instant block and delete at the first sign of their dysfunction. Don't
Hmm.
waste your time. And I also teach men to identify who is a girl, an insecure girl, a controlling girl.
You got my follow. You're
Yeah.
not one sided. You're not one sided. You are on the
No.
side of fact and logic. You got my support. And I don't agree with anyone, any human, 100%. That's just me. But I will say you have my high, you have my support
Thank
because
you.
your thought is rooted in logic, as you said, as you mentioned, in facts.
I'm
And
on your side.
even though you might not totally agree with my whole thing with the individual, because you say you're not here for that. You're not here to debate someone individual preference, which makes so much sense. That needs to spread through TikTok. Hey, okay, is this conversation about individual or just a big picture?
Yeah.
So I definitely, and I didn't want to come up here to debate, even though this is your platform. But I will say I get it. I will say that much. I get it. I get it so much. Um,
Did
and
you
and
want? Oh,
and,
go
and
on.
I'll land my plane. No, I'll land my plane. Thank you for allowing me to, learn a little bit more. I wanted to ask you a few questions to
Mhm.
actually, have my thought complete. So thank you for that.
You're
Keep carrying
welcome.
on. Keep building people up. Keep, making people amazing. Just because you made a mistake doesn't mean that your life is over. So keep
My
building people
love,
up.
to consider past consensual sexual history a mistake is toxic.
Okay, I never look at it that way.
It's I have no regrets. And my past history makes my husband such a better man because in comparison, no one's better than him. No one I've ever met has ever been better than him. No one I met before him and no one I met since him has been a better man than him.
Okay, I appreciate that insight as well.
Dio, did you want to say something?
Yeah, just at the beginning of the conversation, I was like, "Oh no, I don't let it pass," because he said that there is a subjective side and objective side, and you are like someone who protects those who don't agree with body count. But I do not agree with that statement at all, because it's about protecting logic, science, and real knowledge that we have. And if we protect that, those other side of the aisle is just delusional side, and we should not even cater to it. We should not even gather those thoughts, opinions. That information is just irrelevant. Sometimes in the past, even 2000 years before our age, like before Christ, people believed and knew, they scientifically proved that Earth is round. And then for 1500 years, they believed that it is flat. Why? Because people took their time to educate themselves on those delusions. It's just irrelevant. We don't need to collect information from that side of the aisle. Science says specifically body count doesn't matter. There are no any proof that it does. And that should be the end of the conversation. So Chantel is not protecting those people that like think differently and objectively. She is protecting the science, the facts, and that is important. And those that have subjective opinions and how they want to portray it, it's not that, it's delusions. And we need to start thinking logically. We need to introduce more science and more facts into their reality. And Chantel does that. And that's what I love her for. And that's what is very useful in this conversation. While studying those delusional people is just irrelevant.
All right, can I respond to you? Or
Yes.
not more so respond to you,
Sure. Yes.
more so just engage with you.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely.
in my mind, um, before I look at someone else's mistakes, or even I look at my own mistakes.
Right.
It's mistakes that I made that I want to be. Well, and I'm not saying that
But let me
engaging
let me
in
stop
that
you
is
right
a
there.
mistake.
Wait. I want to
Mhm.
stop you there because you keep referring to past consensual history as a negative.
No. Well, I'm not trying to. That's not what. Thank you for stopping me there. What I'm saying to you is, I don't want to demonize someone for their personal opinions or for their personal, experience in this world. I don't. And that's where I was trying to get at. Like, just because to someone that's a mistake that I made, to you it might not be a mistake. But what I don't want to happen in either one of those situations is you demonize me or you reduce me to something, that's wrong. I get the science, I get all that, but science doesn't.
Wait a second. Sorry. I need to interrupt you there.
Go
I
ahead.
need to interrupt you there because what you are
Jackson
doing,
was
you are
Jackson's
reducing
cool.
yourself. You don't understand that. You are reducing.
Can I? What's your name
Wait,
again?
can you hear me?
Jonathan.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
My name's
let me,
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
What taught you that past consensual history is a mistake or a negative? Like,
Well,
where did
I
that?
didn't want to look at it as a mistake.
Answer my
After
question.
enlightenment.
Shush.
Okay.
I'm a word nerd, okay? All of my words are very carefully selected. What taught you? Where did it come from? It trickled in somewhere from a source for you to make an association between past consensual sex and the word mistake. Where did that come from?
It came from terrible relationships. I'm attaching the terrible
Okay.
relationship to that, I guess.
Okay, can I help you with this then?
Mm-hmm.
It
Sure.
was not about the sex. It was about kissing and having sex before you spent minimum 3 months to see what kind of personality traits they were missing, like perhaps respect or loyalty or patience or work ethic or compassion or conscientiousness or impulse control. Can you let me know with an agree or disagree that you kissed before 3 months and got emotional? You did. So it was
I don't
not
even
about
have
the
to lie to you.
sex. Okay, so it wasn't about the sex itself. It was a lack of a vetting process. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
There you go.
I agree.
And so this is why I
I
say,
can't go against logic. I just
yeah.
cannot, no
So
matter what.
when I talk about a hookup, I say once, twice, and then done, because you should not get emotionally invested with somebody who's missing things you would want in somebody you want to keep in your environment. So a hookup should be once, twice, or done. And when you're looking for a long-term relationship, now it's observation, no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity for minimum 3 months before getting physical and getting emotionally invested.
So right. It's crazy. This is crazy. It's so right. Because what I'm just now learning in as I'm maturing and developing is that humans are patterns. So if you stick around long enough before you engage in smecks, then you can actually learn that person's pattern and see if it's compatible to you. Thank you for everything that you taught me this morning.
You're so welcome. So look at this list again. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
This is both my husband and I. You've heard the saying, like attracts like?
Mm-hmm.
And we knew each other for 2 years before we committed to a relationship. I have a high body count. Honey bunny, look at me, okay? And I was a stripper for 20 years. I had lots of opportunities. Of course, I turned a lot down, but of course, I also had a lot of fun because I am an open, exploratory, curious person. And I did satisfy all of those kinks. And so by the time I met my husband when I was in my 30s, I'd already had a high body count. And in fact, I added a few more afterwards, but it was the girls. Anyways, that being said, my husband had a body count of 2. Me, I don't know. I never counted people like this, but I assure you, you would consider it high. And both of us are this person. We are attracted to each other because of our similarities.
Okay. It's not no pushback. What I want to do is kind of like repeat the talking point from the man's side, so you could debunk everything.
Okay.
And I want to be able to give you an option without being a bonehead.
Okay.
Okay, so when a man, okay, you asked me a question. I want to be earnest with you. And
Can
be
you do something
serious.
for me while you're talking to me? Can you not do other things and treat this like a show? Okay. This is your microphone. Sit.
Got you.
Thank you.
I'm still now.
Okay.
Okay, so this feeling that men have created within ourselves, that hey, if you mess with a woman who has a high body count,
You mean guys? We
mhm,
use the proper
guys.
terminology because men are very different from guys.
hmm Okay, so guys are saying, okay, and I explained this to my girl's world. She was like, hey, why do you think? And it's typically based and rooted in fear. Like I was
Mhm.
vulnerable enough. She made me vulnerable enough, and when I was able to express, she didn't turn it and weaponize it. She actually wanted to know, and I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna take you to the locker room so you can really understand. Guys understand guys because we are a guy, right? We are a male, and I'm just gonna reduce it to a male, but we don't understand because we've never been a woman or never been a female or never been a lady. We only can assume, right?
Yeah.
So then you have the fear of being embarrassed by other guys, other people, men and women, or ladies and guys. We're afraid to, be looked down upon or be looked less than. Then on top of that, it takes away from us being able to build if we're constantly worried about what you're
Mhm.
doing, right?
Yes.
So I'm explaining to her it's all fear. It's all rooted in fear. My
Yeah.
apologies. It's all rooted in fear.
Yes.
As humans, it's the reason why we just don't run in the forest because we fear things in the dark forest. So it's that caution that we take that we feel okay. Well, use this to protect this. And I didn't lived under this silly way of thinking for so long. It's crazy to hear a woman say it without my biased opinion, just actually want to hear the information. Yeah, I'm like, whoa. I was listening to you about 30 minutes and was like, whoa, yeah, this is crazy. And you kind of checkmated me when you was like, you blaming her, but you didn't look at the pattern. You would have saved yourself whatever you thinking and you fearing if you just patient. But how us guys is made, we got this thing called clarity nut, where once we get that, then we can see the world from a clearer standpoint, which is it might be silly to hear from a man to a woman, but
No, I study sociology, psychology, anthropology, biology, evolutionary psychology, behaviorism, and meditation. You have a 24/7 fertility cycle. You operate differently when it comes to sex and how you feel and think about it. And I get that. My fertility cycle is 2, 3 days a month. I have different checks and balances woven into my DNA compared to you. We are different. When you look at our outside, we're different. Are the
right.
inside, We're different. The chemical makeup, testosterone, estrogen, we're different. I've studied the differences. I understand the differences. This is why I teach a no kissing for 3 months dating methodology, mainly to women, because you look at us and you go, how is it going to be so I can gain access? And I teach women how it needs to be before you give access, because you're designed eager and we're designed with the stop in place. Stop coming at us for 25 days a month. In those 5 days, I'll take the 25 to take the selection for the 5 days by using observation before doing it. Whereas you look at us and you go, huh, can I go? Okay. So we're built differently, and I understand that. But when I teach logic to women and women meet you with logic, you have one of two choices. Either you choose logic alongside us and we'll have a happy, healthy relationship by using observation and making the right selection, or you're going to stay stuck in your ego and dysfunction and indoctrination and go, logic, I don't give a hell about that. I controlled you before I met you. What's your body count, girl? And we're going to get rid of you because you're not meeting us at the right level, which is our level, which is logic and functionality.
Well, men, we pride saying that we are rooted in logic, but
It's a lie.
sometimes
It's
it
a
doesn't
lie.
go that way.
It's a lie fed to you by a patriarchal culture that doesn't tell the truth. Because when you think about what you've been told, that males are more logical and women are more emotional, watch my live stream and look who gets hysterical over the idea that you didn't control someone's body before you met them. Is it the males or is it the females? Who gets abusive here? Is it the males or is it the females? Who goes crazy at any sports game? Is it the males or is it the female? Who cries more, little boys or little girls? It's little boys. Boys are more emotional. You just don't call anger an emotion. Who's stronger? Who's the weaker sex? You guys can't handle period pains. You can go on TikTok and Instagram and you can look at people who put a muscle tensor on their stomach, and you look at the one attached to the women and the one attached to the males, and they're getting dialed up at the same rate, and the males are doubling over at number 3, 4, 5, and the women are standing there going, hit the 7, go ahead. By the way, if males were more logical, why are women entrusted with the care of raising the next generation of leaders if the males are the better leaders?
Question. It's a great question. I can't base it on every man. Myself, I think I made myself super logical for my. I don't want to get into the back spiel. I'm not. You didn't invite me up here to. This ain't therapy. Is basically what I'm saying. So I don't want to get into that. But the way my life turned out, it definitely, in order to survive, thrive, and get to where I was going in life, I had to become logical. So that's why I'm not afraid to ask stupid questions. That's why I'm not afraid to get up here and actually learn versus like try to battle you. Man, I'm a man. You listen to me, woman. Nah, I'm not trying to go to the Stone Age. I'm actually trying to progress in life and actually leave this world with all the information and knowledge I can.
So I want to point out something that you are so right, that people who say body count matters are operating from fear and worry, but that is poor mental health. And us women who are taking responsibility for our own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, we did not write needs therapy on our list of what we're looking for in a partner. We didn't write doesn't take accountability for his own fears and worry, but blames us for his imagination. And that's why we reject the people who say body count matters.
I can endorse that. So since we here, and we having this conversation, I'm gonna share something with you. I'm pretty sure that you're gonna disagree with this part. I guess I just don't like the word insecurity.
Okay.
And not because it doesn't make sense in the case. It's been weaponized so much. So in my understanding, I have been insecure And what I believe the definition is basically saying I don't trust this person that I'm with anymore. But what I learned is if you identify and diagnose the right problem, which half the time is self-esteem issues, then you can be able to produce a better person out of yourself. But when if a woman was to tell me, hey, honey, I think you need to work on some self-esteem issues. It's causing you to, you know, be a not so good of human in our relationship. I think that will come across. And once again, I don't need no. I wouldn't want no, everybody don't need to be catered to. But I'm saying if you want the results you're looking for, by calling me insecure is only highlighting the fact that I don't trust you. And if it's something that was made up in my own mind, conjured up in my own crazy delusional mind, or if it's something that you're doing in your patterning.
Mm-hmm.
But if your pattern is proper and you're doing everything that you're supposed to do as a partner, as a lover, as a wife, right? Then and I'm showing these behaviors, then it's a self-esteem issue with me. You know, that's rooted in something that I'm not doing. If it's exercising, toning my body, if it's I don't like to use money.
No. It doesn't. Listen, she loves you for you. That's how it should be, right?
Right.
But your insecurity is because you're in your imagination, not grounded in the present. And I know this because I was one of those people. I asked my husband what his body count was. After knowing him for 2 years, after already committing to a relationship, I went, oh, hey, by the way, what's your body count? And he said 2, and I was number 3. Floored me, by the way. And I looked at him and I said, I don't know mine. And he goes, I don't care. And he never did. He never has, not for 1 second. But what did I then do after asking him his? I went in my imagination. I kept seeing him with those 2 people. I kept tripping out over my
Wow.
imagination. And the poor man would be sitting beside me, and all of a sudden I'm in a bad mood because I imagine him kissing, touching another woman, and it blew me up inside. Now I'm mad at him for zero reason whatsoever. So to take that word insecurity and really show people what it is, it's your imagination giving yourself emotions that you're vomiting on your partner instead of fixing. How did I fix my insecurity? When I would go to that place, I'd go, wait a second, right? I had to snap myself out of it. So that was my snap out of it phrase. Wait a second, what is reality? And then I go, who did I pick? Oh, that's my man. Okay. I made the right choice. It's not through his behaviors that I feel this way. It's because of me, my imagination. So what am I going to do about that? All right, ground myself in reality. Who did I pick? Who is he? What does he do currently to show me? What has he always done from day one to show me his love, his devotion, his respect? Because let me tell you, this man met me in a strip club because I was a stripper for 20 years. A strip club is a buffet.
So refreshing.
When he would come to the club to come see me on Wednesday nights, because he became my regular for 2 years and I was busy with somebody else, he'd go get his beer and sit down and wait for me to come out and spot him and then take him for a dance that he wanted. Not once did he ever pick another girl. In a buffet, it was always me. So when you take the time of observation before selection and you go into that insecure place, you go, what have I already witnessed that showed me their love and devotion before I committed to them? And that's what I did. I ground myself in the reality of my selection, the reality of his behaviors. And I would also meditate, which shrinks the amygdala, which is the fight or flight part of your brain that produces stress, fear, and anxiety. I would write a cheat sheet on my husband, what he says and does to show me that he loves me and is devoted to me, because in those moments I had amnesia. And I kept doing this over and over again until that was let go. And now I'm the person in front of you saying, body count doesn't matter.
Respect that. Thank you for sharing your how you process your through that.
Yeah.
I went about it a different way. What I did was I said, okay, let's look at this from outside, because what I notice is we judge people, what I want to say, harsher than we judge ourselves, right? We'll be blatantly honest when it's someone else on the hot seat, but when it comes to us, we want to, you know. So what I realized, I looked in the mirror. I said, I wrote a list of things that I didn't like about myself, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna check these boxes off. And once I checked those boxes off, it wasn't, and I explained to my woman, it wasn't that my ego is repaired. It's it's the fact that I cared enough about myself to do something to change my perception of myself, which allowed me to change my perception of everyone else because I'm looking at everyone else like they're saying my thoughts to me, right? When it's really me, right? So I got in the gym. I lost. I went from like 315 pounds down to 207. And I'm a cancer survivor as well. That definitely has something to do with it. And I'm not trying to play on your heartstrings either. You were so transparent with me. I want to return the favor. So when I start exercising and actually liking what I seen in the mirror, I was more delighted to be around. And then I stopped weaponizing my woman, right? I stopped weaponizing my woman and making her the villain of my own downfall, if that makes sense.
Yes, it
Right?
does. It does. How long have you been in your relationship for?
It's going on 10 years.
Sounds like you
Going
have a
on.
wonderful woman.
Yeah.
Did you see these books?
Oh yeah, I screenshotted them. I
Ah,
screenshotted them. I'm gonna run them past my wife and see which one she
ah,
wants to
love that.
dive in. Because I think projects like that you're producing will actually make a relationship stronger
Yes,
overall.
I
It's journeys in that book that I seen when you was flipping through. Yeah,
yeah. I'm here for you.
definitely, and I appreciate that. I
Can
appreciate you
I,
thinking about
do you
it.
guys live together? You said wife.
Yeah, we
Yes.
definitely do.
Okay, can I give you some homework you can start today?
Of course.
Minimum 2 kisses a day, minimum 5 seconds each. And I mean you come in and you stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do
Mm.
you guys achieve that already?
It's kind of crazy that you say that because I'm really trying to work on myself, not to be the perfect person. It's crazy that you chose that out of everything. I lack affection. And through looking in the mirror, I advise anybody who needs counseling to go get it or therapy to go get it. I didn't need it. I felt I was strong enough to honestly just call my bullshit. Just actually take accountability of all my bullshit. So we discover in that um, the lack of affection growing up, right? In the household, the incubator I was raised in wasn't a true affectionate home. So we grow up in this world and we carrying our dysfunction with us. We carrying our function or what we assume is function lifestyle with us. And then we go into someone else's world and we bring that with them, not knowing the dysfunction that we have because we don't analyze ourselves enough, I feel. So just I say all that to say I lack affection. But do I care about her? Yeah. Would I want to see her hurt? No. Would I want to see her safe and protected? Yeah. What do I want to provide and keep a roof over her head? Yeah. Do I want to make sure she have clothes? I check all those boxes. But when it comes to um, affection, it's just something I lack. It's not that I'm not attracted to her. It's not that I don't care about her. It's just me looking at my own bullshit. Excuse my language, but instead of me projecting my downfalls on her and saying, "Well, it's just your fault. I don't want to kiss you." No, it's truly my trauma or what we call label trauma or patterns. I like to say the word patterns because we all are patterns. I learned that if you care about someone, you provide, you protect, and in that box, because my father passed away before I was born, my mother had to be tough. She wasn't a single mother because by choice. My father passed away, so she felt like she had to play both positions. So she was stuck in this position. Do I teach him affection or do I teach him how to be tough or strong? And she chose the tough and strong, which it hurts me in my relationships, right? It hurts me in my relationship because my woman feels like, hey, this reassures me when you kiss me. This
Yeah.
reassures me that you love me, you still want to be here with me. And I hear it and it makes all the sense in the world, but it's so hard to break the pattern. I thought it would be easy. Oh, honey, okay, cool. I do it. But I fall back into my pattern.
So I want you to use mindfulness
Okay.
and be mindful of achieving minimum 2 kisses a day for minimum 5 seconds each. Now, here's what's going to happen with those kisses. They create a chemical that are amphetamines, aphrodisiacs, and antidepressants. They make you feel good because it's a chemical. They make you feel close because the behavior is an act of closeness that you don't do with other people. Listen, my inner circle is the same as my romantic partner. This is my friends and my romantic partner because I define myself to know what I deserve in my inner circle, whether it's romantic or platonic. The difference between romantic and platonic is 2 activities: making out, having sex. Making out, the distinction, right? To come in and stay. I'll do this with a friend, even my male friends. I'll kiss them on the lips like that. But I don't do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with my male friends or my female friends. That's a makeout. That's something for my romantic partner. I can sleep in the same bed as my male friends, and I have, but I don't have sex with them. And that's a distinction. Now, sometimes sex can get few and far between because aging bodies, sickness, hormones out of whack, having a kid takes up all the time. You know, you get too busy, you get too tired. The bedroom can become few and far between, and we call that intimacy. But if we have minimum 2 kisses a day and minimum 5 seconds each, is that not an intimate kiss?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have daily intimacy, even if you don't have daily sex.
Okay. And I want to let you know where you're right, and I want and it's not to. I know fellas in the comments probably like he's not pushing back. He's not. I'm actually trying to get something from this, right? And I understand that it says right in your title, debates. I get that, but I
I'm
feel
here
like
for
as a
you.
human,
Listen, I'm
y'all
listening.
people.
I'm listening because I like what you're saying.
So when it comes to like, all right, so I'm very vocal of reality, right?
Mhm.
So I don't want. They said that the devil's playground is the idle mind, right? I might be mixing that up or
Idle
butchering it.
hands.
But
Yeah.
but so what I wanted to do was be vocal. If I'm transparent and she knows what I'm feeling and I'm thinking, then that will run any like delusional thoughts. Like I said, I've been insecure before. I know how it creates, right? So if I be vocal with her and say, "Hey, honey, we have 2 young kids, 2 very young kids that so I'm not putting you under this pressure, or I'm not going to put another like dangle another woman, the idea of another woman to like control you. I want you to know that I care. I understand that you be tired. We both work. We both have children. So on the days that you don't give me none or something like that, I'm not holding that against you. I'm not going to weaponize that against you. But I need us to be both vocal. And see, that's, if you don't mind, I'm not ever trying to demonize my woman, especially because she's not here to speak up for herself. But that's where she lacks it. I lack in infection. She lacks in vocal, right? So we're trying to, and we're in this middle of this place. We're trying to meet each other in a middle ground, right? Okay, you like to vocalize what you feel, what you think, your reality. I like to touch. I like to, feel my reality. So
I
I
want to.
definitely.
Can I give you a second piece of homework?
Okay.
Love language quiz. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, we did it. We both did. We both learned each other. That's what I was saying. We both. That's
Okay.
what I was speaking on. Her love language is touch. My love
Oh,
language
both of you
is
are high in physical affection?
no. She is. She's high in the physical affection. I'm high in the vocal.
Okay. Words of affirmation. Where's physical affection? What number?
Well, with my wife or with me?
You.
It's low. It's low.
Really
I'm
interesting.
like
You crave
long
it.
as my wife stays on my side
Yeah.
and reassure me with her words that hey, I'm here for you.
Okay.
I'm your partner. I'm your better half. I'm your safe place. That's all I'll be needing,
Yeah.
from her. But that's selfish because if she's giving me what I need and I'm not giving her what she needs, then we're off balance.
I'm gonna teach you something like about love languages and sort of like imbalances in translation and how you can expand your love languages. I'm gonna teach you that in your books when you guys read these.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to bringing the minimum 2 kisses a day, minimum 5 seconds each, would you just
Yeah,
start implementing that, or
yeah.
would you
I'm gonna
need
do it
to have,
today.
wait, let me finish the question. Would you simply go up to her and start implementing it, or would you have a conversation? Hey, my love, I want to be intentional about physical affection and make sure it's at least twice a day for at least 5 seconds because it's going to make us so close. How would you approach this? Conversation or just start doing?
Just start doing.
Okay, good, good, good.
I'm too far behind. I'm too far behind. The conversation is not gonna. It's not going to actually gain,
Okay.
headway with her. I believe I'm gonna just when she come home today, I'm just gonna do it, and then just keep doing it
Yeah.
and see what type of reaction I get from it. That's where I will know if it's genuine. If your teaching is genuine, but if I prepare her for it, then she'll say, "Well, or I'll assume that, oh, you knew the answer, you know to do this." So but if I just do it and see her genuine response, is what I will be looking for.
Will
So
you do
yeah.
me a favor?
Hmm.
I host a live stream here. There's a link in my bio. I'm Canada's dating coach. If you Google that, you'll find me everywhere. There's a link in my bio on Instagram, link in my bio on my TikTok accounts. This is my backup account, by the way. This one down here is my main account, but I protect it because I teach women to get rid of losers, and losers don't like that. So I host a live stream Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time for minimum 2 hours. I have a button in my bio. If I change the time, if I change the location, the button takes you where the button says when. I want you to come and find me in a week. In
Okay.
a week, and like Friday, right? Friday next week. By Friday next week, I want you to come and find me and give me an update on the kisses and the effects.
Will do. I will do. Thank you for all the things that you gave me. Thank you for being transparent with me. Thank you for letting me be a bonehead. Thank you for accepting my silly questions. I know everyone's super intelligent on here, but thank you
I
for.
need to make some corrections here. First of all, you were not a bonehead, because if you had been, you would have been gone a long time ago. Second of all, none of your questions were silly. I think they were incredible questions, and I appreciate you for the opportunity to host somebody who shows curiosity, because curiosity is a sign of intelligence, and it is refreshing here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for building me up. Thank you for building me up, man.
I just
And the
tell the
guy
truth.
above me, thank you for your intake on the science part. Like I said, it's so much diluted information on TikTok. It feel refreshing just to have a conversation like two adults versus two children, right? So yeah, I'm definitely going to update you. I'm definitely going to admit this into my relationship, because I do what I pride myself on. I think a lot of us, men who went through what I went through. Like I said, my father passed away, so I always wished my mother to have the love that I want to give to a woman, right? So that's where my inspiration comes from. So I thank you for your advice. I thank you for your knowledge. Thank you for your time. And I'll let somebody else. I'll let you cook someone else. I'll let you
Wait,
be
wait,
someone
wait,
else.
wait, wait, wait,
Okay,
wait,
okay,
wait.
cool,
I
cool.
came up because I have homework for you too.
Okay.
The thing is that I feel like you have, basically from what you were saying, I don't even feel, I think that I'm correct, that you have um, some sort of poor connection with your body and your brain, and you are a more logical person, more rational person, and therefore your love language is more words of affection. But we need to understand that there are studies that say that love languages are basically sort of the delusional concept, because we can change them, we can adjust them, and there is a key for you to change how you perceive love and to rise a little bit points on the physical affection and like physical touch. And that's what I want to propose to you. The homework for you will be when you will be kissing for 5 seconds with your partner, and the feelings that will start arise in your body, ask her what she thinks of you. If she thinks that right now you are very kind to me, or right now you are very soft and cuddly, she says that with your logical brain, tie those words to that feeling. So when I feel that, that means that I'm cuddly, that I'm very kind to her, that I'm very lovely to her. And every time you will feel that feeling, think that again. When you feel another new feeling, ask her again for the compliment, for that verbal affirmation. And when you receive it, tie it to that feeling and do that again and again. Get used to that. And after 1 year, you will find that physical touch will be one of the main love languages that you have, because your body will adjust to it and it will give you the needed feeling psychological, not only on a sense of when it's verbal, but in a sense when it's physical. And also one thing that I wanted to say, but my connection were very poor. At the beginning, you said that you don't want to reduce other people when they are starting to say and speak about their subjective self. What you did at that point, you reduced yourself and you cannot see that. And I want to point it out. When you started to talk about yourself, you started to reduce yourself. You did the things that you don't want to do to other people, you started to do to yourself. That's what you need to pay attention to also and stop doing that.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. I feel like I can't push back because I'm in this space where I really want to change. I
You
really
need to
want to be a
push
great
back to
example.
yourself, because you need to understand we have two parts of ourselves. We have a critic and we have like our honest self. And when you are pushing back to your critic, you are letting yourself, who you really are, to become yourself. I have problems with connection. Oh my God.
But that was nice, man. I got the point. I got the message. You know, I don't like to use the word devil, but you're doing something. You're helping someone, and not all spirits and energy is like that. So you definitely helping me. So I appreciate that, and I'm definitely going to take note of that. And you said a year, right? To make sure I heard you right, you said check back in with myself within a year and see have my love language developed into the physical touch. I'm definitely going to take note, and I'm definitely going to swing back by Friday.
It's
and
just
update you.
about tying.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's
Go ahead.
okay.
I have problems with connection. I should drop.
And Dio's in Ukraine right now, so
Oh, okay.
sometimes their electrical system gets hit, and his Wi-Fi isn't working very well.
No problem. I thank you once again. I didn't mean to drop your numbers. I just was listening, and I was hearing the usual TikTok insults. Let me just combat just to be combat. I'm really in this space. I just like I said, I almost died. I had a 7-pound tumor. I had colon cancer. So when I got off that table, I said, no more limiting ourselves. No more. I erased every indoctrination, every, hey, man is this, women is, I erased everything. And I'm in my foundation now. And I asked energies of this world to bring me people like yourself to educate me and see a different point of view. Just because it doesn't line up with my point of view doesn't mean that it's wrong, right? But the moment I open myself up for more knowledge, I actually start experiencing life from a different point of view, right? And I'm looking for new experiences. I'm looking for better experiences. I'm looking for doing better for myself and my partner and everyone I'm responsible for. So yeah, thank you.
You're
I owe you
welcome.
1,000 roses. I wish my car was hooked up to this TikTok thing. I would, throw roses at you, but
Oh, my
I
love,
couldn't.
this is my reward. By the way, I will be using this clip on my social media.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
But this is this is my free time. I give this time away. If you watch me for hours and hours and hours on end, you won't see me ask for a tip one time, not once. I don't ask for anything. The only thing I'm here for is change, and I am emotionally rewarded by your change and your growth and your evolution. And I asked you for one favor. Do you remember what that was?
Come back Friday to
And
your
tell
update.
me how it goes when you start practicing more mindfulness when it comes to physical intimacy with the person who loves you so much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And she deserves it.
Yeah.
She deserves it. If I can't get my bull crap, together, she deserves it. Regardless if it's with me or another great guy, she deserves it. We all deserve it for one. We all deserve it. But yeah, it's time to what they say, crap or get off the pot. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't want to hold her life up. I respect her dash. We all have little dashes, so I respect her dash just as well as mine. So believe me, I'm going to implement this into our relationship today.
So, hey!
They're getting feisty. They're getting
They're
feisty.
getting feisty.
It's that time. It's that time of day.
Maybe my husband's home now. Anyways, I appreciate you. Come back and give me an update, okay?
Thank you.
And let me know. Hey! Hey! Let me know what you think.
Will do. I screenshotted them, and I was going to wait till she get home, sit on the couch. I think I got a good book for us to bring us even closer. We're good. We're in a good space. We're in good shape, but we can always be better, right? That's what I feel. We always can be better. So I don't want to never just get comfortable and settle. I've seen so many relationships before me. One of their main problems is they took their partner for granted or they settled, and stopped doing the things that, got them in the first place. So definitely thank you for this tip. Thank you. Sorry, audience, if I didn't live up to the
It's all good.
Okay,
Listen,
cool.
the only people who went away are the ones who don't like functionality, okay?
Yeah. And I told my nephew this. I said, hey man, do you know if you just keep being functional, dysfunctional people will leave your life because you're gonna be an irk to them. You're not gonna be on the same frequency as them. So yeah, I land my plane. I'm sorry.
Come back in a week. Come back on Friday.
Will do.
I'm looking for you, okay?
Will do.
All right.
All right.
See you soon, my love. Amazing. Ooh, this is so good. It's so good. It's so good. Listen, we got people in the queue, but I do want to do a book walkthrough. I'm going to do a brief little introduction to each of my books, and then we'll bring on whoever is still waiting in the queue. This is what the live is for, 100%. So you can get all my books on paperback on Amazon. I've got ebook bundle deals. I've got audiobooks. All the buttons you want are in the link in my bio, including the free book button. The free book, big dopamine hit. The free book is Fake Love Need Not Apply, How to Identify and Get Rid of Posers, Losers, Scammers, and Predators. Comeback Queen helps you heal faster from a breakup or divorce. No More Assholes is your dating strategy as a woman. This is your dating book. This is how you practice observation before selection. This means you make an educated decision when picking a long-term partner. Educated means no more mistakes. No more mistakes means no more suffering. So No More Assholes in English, No More Assholes in Spanish. This is also an audiobook, link in my bio. And you can also get the workbook paperback on Amazon. Now you want a zero fight relationship, make sure you get your Fix That Shit books. We got Fix That Shit for men, Fix That Shit for women. This will teach you communication skills and conflict resolution skills. Fix That Shit for women also has an audio book, and you can also get the workbook that has bonus material. There's the one for women. Here is the workbook for men. The Glow Up Journal is for those of us who've been abused, who want to make sure we are never abused again. You have to increase your self-esteem. This is a 60-day journey of guided activities to expedite your ascension into higher self-esteem. You can do the journey in the book, paperback on Amazon, or you can do a digital version where you get an email a day for 60 days, button in the link in my bio. But if you've ever been abused, you need to do this to make sure it never happens to you again. Let me see. Dating 101. Get this for your teens. Make sure you don't leave them in the dark. We need to educate them so that they're not taken advantage of. This is the sex ed that we should have received in high school. Make sure you read it over before you hand it over. Evolution, revolution. What are we doing, women? We are evolving out of patriarchy into matriarchy. We do not wait for politicians. We do not wait for lawmakers. We are making it happen today. We're not waiting. We take control. Okay. So this is your why. This is your how. Custom Made is career coaching. This is going to help you identify and monetize your purpose, passion, and talent, just like Mama did. This is a workbook to writing exercises at the end of every chapter. Men who want to heal faster from a breakup or divorce and select the right long-term partner, get yourself a copy of The Perfect Play. Say yes to goodness, 10 steps for a complete and happy you. This helps you elevate your happiness in 10 areas of your life that affect you mentally and emotionally. And after the first kiss, if you start a brand new relationship, you want to make sure you don't self-sabotage. You want to make sure you make all the right decisions from day one. Then get after the first kiss and follow those instructions so that you don't fall into self-destruction because of insecurity when you start that brand new relationship. So use the buttons in the link in my bio to get your paperbacks, get your ebook bundles, get your audiobooks, get your workbooks, whatever you want, I have it for you. Hi, Rebel.
Oh, happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Yeah. Hubby has been home so much because it was like, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve he was busy, but Christmas Day he was here. Boxing Day he was here. Today's Saturday. We went for breakfast. We also went for breakfast on Thursday and Friday. So now it's the third day of going out for breakfast. I feel so spoiled. Ellie Cheney saw that. Not missing a beat with the book walkthrough while blocking losers. Because losers don't matter. All right. Do we have anybody still waiting? Still waiting. Let's see. I think a lot of these people went away. What's that? Live access suspended? For who? Not for me. Connecting. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
Dominic.
Dominic. What topic are you here for?
I just have a few questions for you about the body count. I guess my only question, well, I guess I have a few. So first one, do you believe that we carry energy as humans?
So I am fully in control of my energy and I take all of me with me
Well, I guess
wherever I go. My answer is I do not believe we are fractions, leaving fractions of ourselves behind. But I also believe that the people who believe that do so out of desperation, trying to cling to the essence of a woman. And I cling to your DNA. I cling to your energy after you've been with me, because they're desperately believing
Do you
in
notice how
fairy
you
tales.
said, do you
They're
notice?
desperately believing in fairy tales like glass slippers and going into a coma and getting kissed by your one true love that wakes you up, and pumpkins that turn at midnight, and dwarves. I mean, what kind of fairy tales are they believing if they think they hold on to something of us after we've gone away? You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. But I think the problem with your response right there was you specifically talking about women and you're not talking about men. So it seems that you have some
so
sort of.
you are fractions? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, no, you just said.
No,
You
no,
just
no.
said
I
us as women.
clarified this. You
No.
went gendered, okay?
You did. You
Now,
did.
you went gendered.
You
so does that mean
genderedized.
you
No, you
are fractions?
genderedized, not me.
Okay,
You.
okay, so move on. So now we're
Sure, now-
talking about males. So are you the male? Are you fractions?
So can I ask you if you? What if you're?
I
you're
just asked a question. Why are you moving on? Answer
No,
my question.
Sure, I'll answer the
Are
question.
you fractions?
No, I don't believe we're fractions, but I also think that you are taking this stance as a superficial stance, and you're not looking deep
Oh, we don't
into
care what you
any.
say, by
Hold on,
the
can I
way.
finish, or do you just
No,
talk over
I'm
people?
letting you know.
It seems like you want
Well,
control
I'm letting
over how
you
people talk.
know we don't care what you think.
Control.
What you think is irrelevant. What you want
Who
is
is irrelevant?
irrelevant
You're
because us logical women Grounded in reality and the present moment will eliminate you for being irrational.
Conversation, or do you just like rant? I don't know if this
Oh,
is
I
what.
don't talk to losers.
Well, is this? Do you think this is going to get you followers? Because it's not going to work.
Goodbye. If you think I'm interested in you in any way, shape, or form, I don't need your follow. I block people like you all day long because your follow is irrelevant. Your attention is irrelevant. Your desires are irrelevant. Your thoughts are irrelevant. Okay? Women are selective. We don't need you around us when we've identified your lack of accountability for your own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors.
Also, can I just add that Chantal understands energy deeper than even he understands energy? That's why she doesn't even bring it up in this conversation, because we understand that energy cannot be destroyed. It can be transmuted or transformed, but not destroyed.
We own our own energy. We own our energy. You thinking you have some piece of us is delusional. In other words, mental illness, and of course, women get rid of mentally ill males, right, ladies?
It always cracks me up when they try to bring that up in the conversation as if they actually understand it. And the fact that they bring it up shows that they don't understand what they're talking about.
Did you come to yap at me again, or did you come to
I mean,
actually
do you
show
want?
curiosity?
Yeah, I'm here
This
to
is the
talk. I'm
same.
here to have a
I
conversation.
know. I asked you a question. Did you come to talk at me, or did you come to show curiosity?
A curiosity.
Okay, what's your question?
Yeah. So I once again, I'm going to go back to the energy transfer. I agree with you guys. With energy cannot be created. It is either transferred or transmitted, which is 100% fact. Do you think that men are the only one believing that the energy is stuck with somebody after you have sex? I don't even know if I can
No,
say it.
delusional guys will make that story up, but not men, because men are
Right.
grounded in reality.
Right. So if exactly. So
Yeah.
if we understand that men are okay, so if this is your opinion, right?
I don't have an opinion, bro. I do facts.
You
Wanna
write
hear my
books.
facts?
Writing your
Wanna
own
hear my
books is an
facts?
opinion.
I don't do opinions. I'm correcting your misuse of words. I don't have
You sound
opinions.
mad.
I have facts. Would you like to hear my facts?
Sure, I would love to hear your facts. You sound really mad though. It's not a conversation
You know
when you're
what?
mad.
Goodbye, loser.
Bye, loser.
Block.
Loser.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios. Stop talking. Stop talking. Go away. Just go away. God. Boring. Hands up if you were bored by that loser. How many people were bored? Bored by his dysfunction, bored by his lack of accountability, bored by his storytelling, bored at his lies. I didn't come to talk at you. I came to learn something. No, he didn't. Absolutely not. Bored by his willful ignorance, bored by his ideologies, bored, boring.
Bored by the lack of intelligence. My guy said the exact same thing. He said, I understand energy can't be transferred or transmitted. Sir, that's the same thing. You don't understand what we're talking about.
There you go. Hi, what's your name?
You have 74 people on your chat, and
What a loser.
you have a nobody.
What a loser.
You're a nobody.
Goodbye,
You're-
loser. Same guy, eh? Different account? Because he's so boring. What's a boring bop? A boring bop has to come say the same boring thing because this B-O-P, boring, oppressive, pee-pee obsessed male can't stop talking about males when he's looking at a woman. Triggered. Come on a new account, dum-dum. Go make a new one. Take those minutes take those minutes to make another account because I blocked your second one. Let's use those minutes up of your time to go make a third account so I can take the seconds it takes to block that one. Hi, what's your name?
Hello, yeah, it's John, but my English is not that good.
Oh, I gotta let you go because when people have English that's not that good, it just turns into abuse, doesn't it? Hands up in the comment section if every time somebody says my English isn't that good, you've noticed it turns into a shit conversation. Have you noticed that? Yeah, when they start off with my English isn't so good, it sounds like the beginning of the excuse for their shitty personalities. So I'm not starting with a caveat. Oh, losers disappear. Bye. Adios. Adios. Yeah, but Dio, you've never started a sentence like that. You ruined your fiance. Desperate, eh? Dio, your English is excellent, yes. Good, excellent. All right. All right, clear the trash. Ooh. Oh.
Hey,
Hello, what's your name?
hey, I wanted to talk to you for ages. I think I'm following your picture.
There's some background noise. Is there something we can do about the background noise? Maybe quieter area.
It's looping. When you talk, it was looping.
Oh, I didn't hear. Okay. All right. Do you want to unmute your microphone? See if maybe that fixed it. Sometimes when we mute and then unmute, it fixes the problem. Unmute, it fixes the problem.
Is it better?
No. So I just dropped you because when I talk, it does a feedback of what I said. So re-request, come back, and hopefully it's not going to do it the second time. Just come back, like send another request, and we'll bring you back up, and hopefully it's not going to do that same glitch. But it was glitching out. Oh, did you go away? She went away. She went away. Or maybe she'll come back. Maybe she went out, and then she's gonna come back. So usually this time of year, and by this time of year I mean like Boxing Day or the day after, I go buy shortbread cookies from this company right here. This company right here. It's kind of like a private label for Foodland, and they make shortbread cookies for Christmas, and there was no shortbread cookies this year, like not even before Christmas, by this company. What the fuck? Anyways, I did go buy half off some other Christmas stuff. They make delicious stuff. I love this company, but no shortbread cookies. So sad. But I did get other cookies, half off. I did get other cookies. They did have these. And what's the company? Panache. So I did get these. So good. When you said boxing, I think something totally different. This is on. Bella! Hi.
Let me guess. You're live.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What you doing?
Come over here.
Mm. Hello? Hi. What are you doing?
You happy?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I gotta go.
You gotta go. You might not.
Yeah, why not?
You can continue on.
Are you gonna have a nap?
Probably.
I can stay and do the dishes. What should I do, lovelies? Should I go nap with my hubby or stay and do the dishes? Jake Paul getting knocked out. I have never watched any boxing whatsoever, but I watch Jake Paul getting it and Andrew Tate getting it over and over and over and over. Baby, everybody's telling me to go have a nap with you.
Do what you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I want. I love you guys. I love you guys. I'll come do the dishes later. Be with your man. I'm missing mine. So sweet. Everybody, baby, it's unanimous. This is so cute. I love you guys. I love you. Okay, so I'm gonna go do that. And I still got dishes to do that maybe I'll come in and pop in this weekend and do, because why not? I love you. This was a great time. Great time. Wonderful conversations. I think we had an amazing, amazing live stream. Thank you. Thank you, Ripple. Thank you, Dio, if you're still here. Nautilus, Lady Mistella, Lori, Holly, Jen, Libertas, Kalina, Shamika, Lishaud, Midnight Metaphysics, Rose, Bucket, Ellie Jane, The Introvert, Debbie, Full Stop, Valerie, Brittany, Vonge, Ashley, Caroline, Lexi, Heather, Zombified Hero, Practical Seeker, and Leia. I will see you guys when I come back. Maybe some loosey-goosey time this weekend. If not, Monday, 6 p.m. right here, same time, same place. I'm going to be back in on a bit. Sat down to drink my coffee. So no promises, my love. No promises. It's the weekend, so it's loosey-goosey. I love you. I appreciate you so much, my loves. So much. So much. I don't know about you, but I got such big warm fuzzies in this live stream. I'm sorry, Snow. Mwah. I'll see you soon, my lovelies.